Well, thanks, Premier. Look, obviously with the flooding events that we're seeing right now, it's a very heartbreaking and distressing time for so many people, not only in Sydney, but also across regional communities. And when we have a look at the flooding right now in the Sydney Basin, those people in Hawkesbury and the Camden areas, they've actually faced flooding now on multiple occasions. And I think it's a stark reminder for a lot of our regional communities that were impacted by flooding in March of this year, that we saw some of the very darkest days in those communities. But there's a very strong message here that whilst we're helping those communities to recover, the New South Wales Government will stand side by side with those communities as we help them to recover and to rebuild from the flooding events that we have seen. I do encourage people, if they are going on holidays, to put their holiday travels off at the moment. Wait for these weather events to have passed before they start taking a holiday break. I also want to thank our police and our emergency service personnel for the work that they have been undertaking as well. And it's a very strong reminder to everybody out there. If you are seeing floodwaters, stay right away from them. You do not know what lies underneath. You do not know how deep it is. You do not know how fast it is flowing, and it can actually change to be deadly very quickly. I also think that, people, if they're in a car, on a bike, even if they're onlookers, stay away from floodwaters. Because if you are caught up in our floodwaters, not only are you putting your life at risk, but you're also putting the lives of our emergency service personnel lives at risk as well. I want to say thank you again to all of those that have been hearing all the advice that has been provided and also acting upon evacuation orders as they have been given. I think there's a very simple message. If you see floodwaters, forget about it, stay right away.